for this day. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for my mom and dad.
Aww. Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. That was my daughter Brooklyn serenading us with a beautiful little thankful song. So this week I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be cooking on a budget and doing like a shelf cooking type thing. So I wanted to show you guys what it looks like when I'm trying to do like a low grocery bill for the week. I'm not going to buy much like milk, apple juice, diapers, things like that that we have to have. But for the most part, I am going to cook using things that are in my deep freezer, my fridge, my freezer, and my pantry. So let me show you guys how I came up with meals. Okay, so I went through my deep freeze, my pantry, my fridge, and my regular freezer. I don't have a lot. So this is what I came up with. As far as meat, I had 2 packages of ground beef, an Italian sausage, chicken thighs, some pre-shaped hamburger patties that have 4 hamburgers in them. I had 3 packages of ground turkey and some bacon. Sorry, the lighting just changed. It's kind of cloudy out. And then, so that was it for meat. And then in my pantry, I had in my freezer, I had some frozen macaroni that I had previously made and frozen. And then I had in my pantry a can of sloppy joe mix, some pancake mix or Bisquick, enchilada sauce, peas, cream of chicken, soup, some quinoa, mushrooms, tomato paste, some chalupa shells, onions, and then I also have some frozen broccoli, and then this is all frozen, cauliflower rice, veggie spirals, cauliflower mash, and breadsticks. So I just went through here and kind of matched things up and tried to make meals out of what I already had. So for breakfast, we do have oatmeal and strawberries. So we're just gonna have fruit and oatmeal for breakfast this week. For Luke is my husband, and we're gonna do sandwiches and leftovers because we do have bread and like salami and ham. And then for the kids, I've got some tortillas, so we're gonna do quesadillas, chalupas, grilled cheese, and then I have some frozen chicken nuggets as well. And then as far as like our meals go for the week, I had Bisquick, so I'm gonna do pancakes, bacon, and eggs one night. Breakfast is a really great option if you're trying to do like a cheap meal that you just have things for. Beef enchiladas, I've got that hamburger meat, enchilada sauce, and tortillas. And then I can do spaghetti one night with that Italian sausage, the veggie spirals, and then over here I need to get some pasta sauce. One night I can do some kind of casserole, so chicken thighs, broccoli, and then that cauliflower rice. We're gonna do sloppy joes and macaroni and cheese tonight using ground beef. And then I'm gonna do hamburger steak with those pre-made hamburger patties with mushrooms, onions, and cauliflower mash. And then I'm gonna do a turkey, peas, and quinoa dinner one night. All right, for the sloppy joes, we're gonna use this sloppy joe sauce. This is for 1 pound of ground beef. This is 2 pounds. So I'm gonna add this. Again, this is just what I had in my pantry on hand for a rainy day. Okay, and then I'm gonna stir that around. Down. Okay, and then since that's for 1 pound, but this is 2 pounds of ground beef, I'm also going to add some Worcestershire and ketchup. And then I'm gonna season it up with a little black pepper and salt. Oh, and before that, I cooked this ground beef with an onion, and I just sliced it like that, and a heaping tablespoon of garlic. All right, so I'm gonna add some Worcestershire. Cooking. And some ketchup. Oh.
Dad, what are you doing?
And some pepper. Okay, so I mentioned that I had some frozen macaroni. This has been in the freezer for, I don't know, about a month. I did let it thaw out today, so it's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna put it in this little Le Creuset Dutch oven, and then just so it doesn't dry out too much, I'm gonna add some heavy whipping cream. And I normally don't do this, but this expires today. Today is April 27th. So I'm gonna add some of this, and then I'm also gonna add more butter because butter makes everything better, and that should be pretty delicious. Okay, I figured I'd show you guys what I'm making for dinner tonight. So I've got my crock pot, it's on low, and it is about 10 in the morning. I'm just gonna let all of this cook together until we're ready to eat tonight. So I have these chicken thighs. They're still pretty frozen. It's fine, not a big deal. They've been thawing out in my sink for just a couple of hours. So the main thing I want to do is get this packet thing off the back. So I will just gently remove that. I think this is so gross. It like collects all the chicken juices. I think I'm gonna have to run some water over this, so I'll be right back. Okay, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. I ran water over it for about 10 seconds on the back and it just peeled right off. So I'm just gonna kind of separate these a little bit, or try to. They are pretty frozen still, like I said, no big deal. Okay, and then I am gonna wash my hands before I touch anything else, just because this is raw meat, so I'll be right back. Okay, so to this, I'm also gonna add some frozen broccoli. I'm not following a recipe or anything. This is just stuff that I had in my freezer that I need to use. And I'm just kind of coming up with a random recipe. I'm also gonna add some of this cauliflower rice. Break up the chunks. And then I'm gonna add some Montreal chicken seasoning. Easy, girls. And some ground black pepper. And then I'm also gonna add a can of this cream of chicken condensed soup, and then I'm gonna just mix everything together. Okie dokie. And then I'm gonna put the lid on this, and like I said, just let it slow cook for the rest of the day, and I'll just occasionally check it, stir it if I need to. I don't think I'll have to add any liquid, but maybe we'll just kind of see how the day goes. So for dinner this night, I made just some ground turkey, green beans, and tomatoes all mixed together. So I have set like half of an onion here that's chopped up, and then some chopped garlic a lot of chopped garlic that I just sauteed in some olive oil. I added a pound of ground turkey. And then I seasoned it up. You can season this any way that you would like, but I did some garlic salt and some black pepper. I added like half a cup or a quarter cup of soy sauce. And then I just microwaved these green beans. It just made them a little bit softer and made them cook a little quicker once I put them in the cast iron with my turkey meat. I also added some washed grape tomatoes and then covered that until everything was nice and combined and those tomatoes popped. I'm using these Steakhouse Roasters potatoes, the fingerling potatoes. All I did was cut them into bite-sized pieces. I put them in this bowl, and then I added olive oil, garlic salt, garlic powder, black pepper, and a heaping spoonful of, I want to say fresh garlic, but y'all have seen my garlic. It's the just chopped up, like diced garlic in a jar. Anyway, so I'm going to pour these on a baking sheet and roast them at 400 for about 25 minutes until they get nice and tender on the inside and crisp on the outside. That's a rock. Okay, so I've got a pound of ground beef here, and I'm just gonna season this up with a little bit of garlic salt, this Montreal steak seasoning, the last of my steak seasoning, and some Worcestershire sauce. So typically when I make these, they're not really like a Salisbury steak, but I made them with a little bit of extra liquid this time. So obviously I'm adding some ketchup and an egg, that one hand crack there, super fancy. I actually saw this on Pioneer Women and tried it, and these were really, really good. They were nice and moist and just really delicious. So you want to take off your jewelry and then mix it all together until it's totally combined, and then form it into like hamburger shaped patties. Once those were cooked all the way through, I left the drippings in the pan and added some sliced onion, butter, ketchup, and garlic salt, and Worcestershire, and just let those cook down. And then I thickened this up with a little, what is it called? A cornstarch slurry. I don't typically do this because I do try to stay lower carb, but this is the only way that I know how to really thicken something up. So I did add a little bit of that to this to make my gravy. So all I'm doing is putting some chicken broth, some flour, and that cornstarch slurry, and I'm gonna let that thicken up. I also made waffles, bacon, and eggs for dinner one night, and then some beef enchiladas the other night. I didn't film those, but this is just me showing you the other meals that were on my low budget meal plan.